mesdames et messieurs, merci beaucoup, premièrement, pour être ici aujourd'hui pour nous donner cette démonstration positive, incroyable, vraiment, pour nos soldats, nos marins, nos hommes et femmes qui portent l'uniforme de la force aérienne et leurs familles. Ça va envoyer un message d'appui clair à nos troupes qui travaillent ici au Canada, dans l'Amérique du Nord, partout au monde et certainement en Afghanistan. Merci pour être ici pour ça. Let me just say this demonstration of support today for our soldiers, and I mean soldiers in the most general sense to include the Army, our sailors, airmen and airwomen, and their families, will be seen and heard by those who serve our nation daily here in Canada, those working around North America, the many deployed, some 3,000 deployed in almost 20 different countries around the world, and most certainly to those several thousand who are deployed and executing a mission in Afghanistan. Let me just tell you that your actions here today are a tangible sign to them that their service is not unseen, their efforts are not unappreciated, and indeed their sacrifice is recognized and appreciated greatly by this incredible country in which we live. Because it can only go downhill from there, but in fact I got a few more words I'd like to say. I have a Newfoundlander, if it's worth saying once, it's worth saying twice. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just say, we soldiers are all volunteers. Soldiering is our profession. And this work, the work that we do, the work of defending and securing this great country and bringing hope to others much less fortunate, defines us. This is who we are, soldiers. This is not what we do. But the cost of all the things that we do is high, extremely high, as we have learned. And as a soldier, it's not my responsibility, and nor would this be the place to articulate why Canada stepped up to the mission in Afghanistan. But as soldiers, let me just tell you from the heart, we must believe in our mission. We must see in any mission that we undertake and execute the nugget that is the noble cause in which we believe in order to accept the high risk that is involved. We believe, soldiers believe, in helping others, those who have been brutalized, those who have been murdered, torn from their homes, and had their country destroyed around them, as occurred in Afghanistan. Let me just tell you, we soldiers believe that those who would whip women because the shoes they are wearing click when they walk should not reassume control of that country. Maybe when you leave here and you get onto the asphalt or the pavement or the cement, you should just let your shoes click a little bit and think of the enormous privilege we have in our country. I'm not sure you're going to be able to see him. Right here to my front, in the center, about 20 meters out, is Private Mike Spence from the 1st Battalion Royal Canadian Regiment. He got shrapnel wounds to the head and some other injuries. I went to see him and his dad and mom and family last Friday at the Ottawa Civic, where, by the way, he's getting awesome care. And he actually wasn't quite as buoyant and energetic as I see he is today. And in fact, the last person, Mike, that we expected to see here today, looking pretty fit, young man, was you. And we're so pleased about that. And I told Mike and his dad and mom, as soon as he is on his feet again, you see, Mike is one of only 2 Toronto Maple Leaf fans in the city, maybe. I said as soon as he gets his feet underneath him, I'm going to take he and his mom and dad to a game at the Scotiabank place, and hopefully one where the Leafs are in town to establish their psychological dominance. We're so proud of him. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just say, towards the end here, let me just tell you, I said that we as soldiers are volunteers, but our families are not. Now sometimes those families join our Canadian Forces family early when youth accepts and is willing to overcome anything. And other times the bliss of love masks the challenges and the burdens that they will have to face and carry. But our families, we know, us soldiers know this, carry perhaps the heaviest burden. Long separations, the stress of waiting while knowing that violent activities are ongoing, missed births and birthdays, and loneliness, and sometimes, tragically, the worst possible news about their loved ones. And let me just tell you that your presence and your support here today tells those families, and I met a bunch of them this morning again, do not bear their burdens alone. Thank you very much for doing that. Votre nom est pour vous. Je vous représente avec fierté, courage et dévouement partout où nous le demandons d'aller. Those soldiers, sailors, airmen, and airwomen who serve our country and their families who serve in a very different yet equally important way are the best credentials that Canadians could ever want or have. Their face is the face that is remembered when people are in the worst days of their lives and need some help, and they remember the face of that young man or woman wearing a uniform. God bless you for supporting them. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I can't tell you what it looks like from up here. It's just a sea of red. Though some persisted in believing that this might be a partisan event, when we said to them, when you get it, you'll understand that this is ordinary Canadian men, women, and children